And it's second down.
65.
31. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
You got three down. It's a pickup of 3. 21. Here we go. Hey, exit. Go, Mike 51.
On second and 7, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you...
Fellas, here we go. 21. Here we go. You draw courses. Hey, Charlie.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with it out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 27. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down. Ready. 5'9". 5'8". 56. All day, baby, all day. Hey, let's go.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 95, 56. 54. Double dog. That's the way. Big edge. Come. Tight dog.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
Out. 65. Lock. Crash.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
21. Here we go. 21. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 42 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Black 80!
No.
Black!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
A gain of 3.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Greystone, travel. 49, check 49, check 49. Check
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, dude.
Here's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, ready? 5-9. 53. 55. We ain't giving up nothing today. 5. 54, right there. 54 miles.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for his Saints first down.
Set. Yellow waiting. 36. Go. Hey, Alpha. 54 Mike. Check.
Breeze now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check. 0-2. Over. Let's go, D. Just move.
Now, Breeze again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back income. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Let's go. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Ready. 95-56. Check. Walk 54. Hey, easy. Opposite. Hey, Delta. Mike 5-4. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike, protect.
Breeze now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check three. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, alert!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Ready? You ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go! Tonight!
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Steve six. Steve six.
Now Breeze on third down. And that's caught by Smith. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, ready? 95, 56. Let's go. Check 13. Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready? Yellow lady. 56. Here we go. 5-9. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come. One, Omaha.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I got this. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey. Two.
They run forward, Breida. Popped up short, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready? 95, 56. 95, 56.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard
Again, it's Kamara. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, nice 7. Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
5-9. Check. Watch it before. Man out. Check 26. Check 26. 26.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Kill. Back, under. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Hey, one set. Hey, box drop.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, kill. 11. Hey, easy. Tonight.
Back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
11. Go.
Back to throw, Breeze. The open man is Smith. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
6-man. Check.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Just make these babies cry right now. Here we go.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slant. Mike, 50.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 54.
Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21. Watch the slap.
To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 51.
Hey, Charlie.
51 to Mike.
Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here.
White. Hey, Echo.
Go.
Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining